Yes, depends on our friends joining the stream. I'll try to do some friendly games, some games analysis, some chess puzzles together with you guys. So feel free to copy paste your most memorable game if you've got such thing. Maybe you've bitten a title player yesterday, so you're welcome to copy paste the link. In the meantime, I think probably I would start a rapid game. I'll play rapid now. Let me make it 10 minutes, 3 seconds increment. Yeah, I think that will do. So let me check. Sound is in order. Lichess board is in order. Messaging is not showing up on my screen. Oh yeah, it does. It does. It does. Back to the position. 10-3. Magnus Carlsen casual. This guy doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna play the Magnus Carlsen. That would be cool, right? Playing Magnus Carlsen casual. What can be wrong when you play Magnus Carlsen? Nothing. Everything's going to turn out perfect. So, that's the one chance you've got in a lifetime to play Magnus Carlsen, and here it is. Lol. I guess he's a great admirer. And there's nothing wrong with that. Taking a little bit of space, yeah. I think I'm going to attack them again. Let's attack them again. Okay, I'm going to get knight c3, I guess. Afterwards, they're going to play knight to b6. Or knight to c7. And now I've got two options. Either d4 or knight c3. I think they're equally good, both of them. Well, let's just take here, I guess. So we're going to play d4, right? That's what I said. Because it's a central move and stuff. Knight takes a d4. We might be able to do something about the b5. Maybe bishop e2, bishop f3. Along this line. So you guys gonna tell me what do you think about bishop e2, bishop f3. Okay. So he still needs to develop two minor pieces. And he does it straight away. I'm going to take here because I'm giving them isolated pawn on A and C respectively. This guy and this guy here. So now I'm gonna castle. And then I'm going to decide what I do with the bishop on c1. So castle first. What does this mean? He wants to get the rook on d8. I'm sure about this. So I'm going to play bishop e3 first. Do you know I could also do this move? Where is it going to go? Do you have to play twice in the opening the same piece though? What if I do this? Heck, let's develop though. I guess always good to develop, right? Shall we take a bit of space? If we have the opportunity, let's just do that. Now the rook is on the d file. I have to move the queen away from the rook's attack, potential rook's attack. Where exactly? I'm not sure yet. Probably I'm going to go queen c2. I hope it's not very bad. And then I'm going to push this guy here. Probably they will be playing this, and then I'm going to play rook a d1, and then we're going to be trading off rooks perhaps. But if I shut off that bishop, probably it's not that bad. But anyway, let's just take it step by step and see what we do. Okay, yeah, one of these two. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but we'll look into this. Hey, Taro, good to be here, man. Good to having you here. So they want to checkmate. Magnus wants to checkmate me on h2. So we can't allow that to happen. So we're going to play g3, but that comes at a cost, though. All the light squares are weakened, so I don't know what to say. I'm attacking the queen with tempo though. So okay, I'm attacking queen with tempo, and then maybe bishop f3. I'm not sure what Magnus gonna play though. I'm not sure what Magnus Carlsen gonna play. I could like try this kind of stuff. I mean, I could. Then if the guy plays this, probably I could go this way. After all. You know, there is a couple of stuff here. I could do this. I could do knight e4. Okay, let's go knight e4. I mean, I'm attacking queen, right? So it's got to be something. I mean, I'm going to be winning a little bit over tempo, if I'm correct about this one. Yeah, I'm playing Magnus Carlsen or someone that really is a great fan. So, yeah. Now, if we do this one, guys, we attack the bishop. We shut off the black bishop, the other black bishop. But we give away on those squares, so I'm not sure yet. But I will take this guy off the board now. I'll take him off right now. And now, I'm still debating with myself if I want to do this. And if I'm lucky, maybe I can win a rook or a queen from Magnus. What do you think? Ah, what the heck. How many chances you got to take Magnus's queen or rook in a lifetime? It's a one lifetime chance. Yeah, it's a one lifetime chance to win Magnus's rook. Right? And now I could do this, which means attacking queen again with tempo. And now I've got to play this because I need to activate my bishop, winning this diagonal, which I think is sort of important, and in principle going for any possible trade I can think of. Now, the guy attacks my bishop, that is certain. But I can also attack this thing here. I mean, 2 minor pieces at once. And if he takes, I'll take though. And I guess, but I could also do like king g2, but I'm not sure. But I could. In principle, I could. Let me think. Ah, bloody hell! Let's just play this now. Yeah. Let's attack those 2 pieces which are on the 7th rank. Have I missed something? Thank you very much for subscribing. Yeah, guys, if you came via TikTok, please do follow me. If you came on other platforms like Twitch, hello May. Yeah, I think I should actually attacking those 2 pieces on the 7th rank, and that's one big chance to take more material from Magnus Carlsen. And now I think I will double up the rooks because that's the healthiest thing one can do. Getting the rooks together on the D file, and that's great. Frankly, I'm trying to consider some ideas like bishop e4, rook checks, rook takes. No, I can't do this just now. Maybe getting bishop e4, queen d3, and then rook checks, rook takes, queen takes, rook checks, checkmate. But I'm not sure my opponent will just sit and wait. So anyway, I'll do my best. Hello, Mohammed. Thanks for stopping for the stream, man. You know, should I get like, okay, let me think. Should I, like this, though? I mean, yeah. Or should I push this guy? If he takes, I take. Okay, if I do this, and the guy takes, I take. I don't think that's bad, per se. I mean... Okay. What I want is that... I mean, the pawn on c6 is pinned, right? Oh my god. This guy is pinned and the knight can't really move, right? So I hope I played the best move against Magnus Carlsen. I hope. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a live game. After the game had finished, Mohammed, you're more than free to comment the game and discuss it together, of course. Now, we've got to do something else, like perhaps just taking, or maybe taking with a pawn. But the guy is going to be playing here. I think it's kind of like, probably, I hope like it's like winning or something. Okay, so if they take on c6, oh, let me use red pen. I will take back with the queen. I'll explain why. I take with a queen because I'm attacking the knight, and I'm attacking the knight twice, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So I'm not sure how they can now. Okay, I think we can try to pressurize a little bit more. We can actually go for this, man. Check, takes, checks. But wait a minute. What about b6, though? Is that awful? What's wrong with b6? I don't see what's wrong with b6, I'm telling you. I hope I don't blunder against Magnus right now. I hope I do not blunder. Hello, Skylar. Machiavelli. You a great fan of the respective author? b6 attacks the black knight. Black knight has to go, and I think rook on c8 is up for the grab, which I very much intend to take. And yeah, that's one chance and one only I had to beat Magnus Carlsen, or rather, shall we say, one great admirer. So thank you, Magnus Carlsen admirer. Yeah, that was a casual game. And yeah, cool stuff. You guys want to share your memorable last game in which you beaten maybe a title player, or you want to analyze? Hello, Barry. Hello, guys. Okay, I've got this cup here. I'm having a caffeine-based energy drink. Trying to increase the alertness and clarity of my thinking. And here we are. Tomorrow I'll be attending a chess club, and then later on, maybe towards the evening, we might be able to do a couple of friendlies together, guys, or to analyze some of the stuff you played. Feel free to, again, copy paste and stuff. Let's do a little bit of a puzzle here. Hey guys, have you checked the daily chess puzzle on Lichess? It's taken exactly from the game number 14 in between Ding Liren and Gukesh Domarajo. The moment in which Ding Liren played the blunder rook f2. And that prompted Gukesh to actually win by initiating all the trade and the exchanges, leading to opposition won by Gukesh and then winning the game. Here, if I understand this one rightly, should be rook captures, king takes, and practically you sort of win, right? So I gotta take this guy. Now, let me think for a sec. Let me think for a sec. I could play in between. The guy's gonna go here. That's true. Well, why just don't take? Because they're gonna go here anyway. Wait a minute. I could move here. They go here. I go here. They take, and I go. So, guys, this is Ju and Jun. Wait a second. May. That's very nice. I think Ju and Jun is. Is she still the Women World Chess Champion? I absolutely apologize if I got the wrong name. Isn't she the World Chess Champion? Women World Chess Champion. Just to. Taro, it was. I was a bit too lazy to do the coffee thing. I am sorry. I am a disappointment yet again. So I didn't want to waste 5 minutes to do a cafetiere, so I just grab a energy drink. I was too lazy. I just said that that probably is the quicker way. So yeah, it was a little bit painful to watch because the score, guys, was quite tight. I mean, 7-5 to 6-5, right? So it wasn't like a big gap, like 5 points difference or 6 point difference, like Bobby Fischer, Bent Larson, 6-0. It wasn't such a thing. So yeah. So guys, I think the current puzzle requires king to g4, and after white king goes f6, then we're gonna take. They're gonna take, and then we're gonna eventually go back defending that guy and capturing here. Aha, thank you very much, May. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, 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 I knew that Ju and Jun is actually, yeah, the current women's world champion. Awesome player. And great model for you. Great model. Oh, I was luck. I was in luck here. King e6, and now black king captures. This guy goes here, and probably I'll just go back. So I have to capture, right? Come on. What am I doing here? Yeah, so white king goes f6, the black king goes to g4. They capture, you capture, and then you're going to step aside, and this pawn is going to move, move, move until they actually promote. So this is how black wins the current position. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Okay. Actually, let me show you guys that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know it. But let me just show you the last thing that I've seen. I mean, the critical stuff moment that happened in the game. Wait a minute. It was a bit of a blunder. Rook after rook. Yeah. Yep. This is it. All right, fellas. This is from Gukesh and Ding Liren. Or Ding Liren Gukesh. So this is the position. Let me see if you guys actually have it on your screens. Let me scroll up just a bit because you don't see it nicely and all. Let me see this again if you guys see it. Oh, come on. Why is the crop so bad? Let me see now. Let me see now. Now that's the best way. Okie doke. So here apparently, guys, I'm sure you've actually watched it and you're very much familiar. Yeah, from this point of view, I think he feels a little bit relieved. He actually can enjoy a little bit of peace of mind, and he can pursue the crown again. So this was the critical moment. I think the engine gives you a very blunt, equal position here. Dean Liren was a little bit facing time pressure, if 9 minutes means time pressure. For me, it means everything under 60 seconds, I'm kind of like panicking. And humanly, I understand the rook f2. I kind of understand, but it goes into a lost king and pawn versus king endgame. So you will find very likely rook a4 suggested by the almighty software, bishop g2. So these moves are keeping white in the game. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you could do bishop g2 and rook a4, for instance, and nothing bad's going to happen. But rook f2 is the blunder. Checkmate is unavoidable in like a couple of moves, though, not straight away. And the problem with this, guys, is that after you get rid of all the pieces, because this one also forces white, it forces white to take, because if you don't take, they take you back. Whatever you play, black's going to win the opposition. So whatever you choose to do, they either win distant opposition or direct opposition. In this case, king e3, king e5, direct opposition. And whatever you do, they're going to be winning. You're going to have to eventually make way. And they will be, black king is going to take this guy sooner or later. And that's why he actually did resign. Yes, Daniel. Yes, Daniel. Yes, Taro. Yes, my dear friends, that's exactly the case. Yeah, I think he's just had enough of this kind of pressure and stuff. You know, it is a lot of pressure when you're representing a whole country and things, and you had not so great tournaments, And yeah, kind of like you taking a break now. So he can relax and actually get back into maximum competitive condition. Yeah, I agree. I agree, guys. I agree, my friends. Yep, that's exactly the case. All right, let's attempt a couple of more puzzles here, guys. If you don't want to copy paste some of your own personal games. So the Black Knight here. The Black Knight attacks the Queen. That's for one. And we need to try to create some threats here. There's no direct check. I don't think there's any direct check. It's got to be a way that we attack the f7 square. Given the fact that if the king approaches, we can check them and stuff. So I'm not sure which way to go. Probably this way, but I'm not sure. It could be this actually. Is there a difference in between the two? Or the four? Is there a difference in between the four? So it's a... Because my question is, guys, how is the white queen supposed to attack the f7? If the f7 is actually the pawn to be attacked here. So the f7, right? So how do you attack the f7 black pawn? Do you attack it from b7? Do you attack it from f3? From f4? Where? From where? Is there any other move that I'm not seeing? I suspect we gotta move the queen, right? You let me know, guys. We gotta move the queen. Where do we move the queen? You could also... So, again, b7... Well, you can't go d4, right? b7, e7, f3, f4, e8. Actually, you've got 5 candidate moves? 5 candidate moves, right? Yes, Daniel, just send a copy paste, dude. Of course. Happy to. Yeah, either you tell me the username on leechess.org, because I'm using Leechess this evening. I hope I didn't put the other platform's name. So, which way do we attack f7, I wonder? What am I missing, man? Is there any difference in between these stuff? I don't see the difference. So if we don't see the difference, it doesn't matter if you just copy paste the PGN, Daniel. If you copy paste the PGN, that's all we need, I guess. I mean, just copy paste, go to the other platform, copy the text, copy the PGN format of the game, put it on the leechess.org, try to create a study, and then copy paste the link or something. Because in the title, I've advertised leechess.org, so to speak. And not that I've got a contract with these guys, but I said there's Leechess this evening, so I'll try to stick with what I say most of the time, unless there is an exception that I can't avoid. So I don't know which way am I going. This or this or this. I'm not sure. I would say maybe queen e7 or queen b7. Queen e7 maybe. Why? Because if they defend moving the king, I'll just jump with this bishop e and the pawn is pinned. The guy has to move. And where exactly are they supposed to move? Because wherever they go, they're going to get checkmated. So I would say probably queen e7, because the f7 will be pinned. And after queen e7, if they play something with the knight, whatever that is, I don't know. They could do stuff with the knight, right? I might not even bother to take the knight, because I still take on f7 with the queen. So again, I think it's probably queen e7 unless it's, God, I don't know. Is this something else than queen e7 here? If you guys think differently, please do let me know. Yes, just a very kind reminder, guys, to follow me on TikTok. If you came via TikTok or Twitch or whatever the platform might be, maybe it's YouTube and stuff. Normally, I get most of my viewers. They are coming on via TikTok and YouTube, most of them. And I got some Twitch guys every now and then. And yeah. So don't know what to play here. I think I'm gonna go Queen E7, right? Is there any check or something? Let me see. Yeah, there might be. There might be checked and the guy goes here. Oh, it's not Queen E7. It's Queen F3, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain why. Oh man, I'm going to explain why. It's not Queen E7. It's not Queen B7. It's not Queen E8. None of these. I think it's Queen F3. Queen F3 because I'll explain. If it's King G7, you're going to go with this move, and I think it's super cool. But Queen F3 keeps an eye on the knight, so Black Queen can't play Queen B1 check and then Queen F5 to defend F7. I think that's the reason. I think this is the reason. Does it make sense, Taro? And Daniel and May? Queen F3 keeps an eye on the knight. If they move the knight again, we don't really care because the interest here for white is to take F7. So I guess Queen F3. Black Queen may check. I'm going to move H2, and when the queen goes F5 to stop being the queen takes F7, then you practically take the black knight, right? So it looks to me actually Queen F3 rather than Queen E7. But then again, it could be more than meets the eye here. I hope very much I've exhausted all the reasonable candidate moves that could be applicable here. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Daniel. I've seen your link, man. So we're gonna look into that in a second. As soon as we go, as soon as we finish this puzzle, hopefully that's the solution. What do you think, guys? You think it's Queen F3? For the reason I said. And okay, I'm gonna play it. Oh Lord, was it E7? Are you serious? No. What the heck? Look, this is weird, man. It's not B7, it's not F3, it's not E7. Is it E8? What the? Why was it E8? Why? So anyway. Oh! Okay, no, the plan was actually... The plan was in principle, I was sort of right, but you don't have to attack the Black Knight. You need to make sure you get Bishop. Actually, the checkmate happens on H8. That was not a very easy puzzle. I don't think that was an easy puzzle. I don't think that was a very, very, very easy puzzle. I mean, I had like 5 candidate moves, and I didn't choose the correct one. Sorry. I didn't choose the correct one. Oh boy. Yeah, well. Can I inquire what the heck happened after, say, Queen F3? Hey, Queen F3 is winning, for Christ's sake. Is the second line of the engine, and if I'm seeing this correctly, Queen F3 is winning, but not that easy win. So if this thing was on a real game situation, probably I would have proceeded with Queen F3. Queen E7 doesn't win because, exactly as I said, is maybe checks and things. Yeah, it's Queen C1 or something. And then they go here or something, stuff like that. You know, I took Queen F1 exactly right. So Queen F3 though, which is a mistake. The engine says it's still winning. So I got the second line of the engine, not the first. Okay, so they recommend this. then knight e2, and then queen f2. Yeah, but that will take a billion years. Queen what? Queen c2 probably. What? Bishop e5. Yeah, sort of winning down the road somewhere. All right, they go here for this. Oh, queen d1, d5. Jesus. Okay, that will take some time. It's a very tricky one, Taro. Like really tricky. Now let me copy paste Daniel's stuff. He put a link there, so let me try and see if I can copy paste. So Daniel, if you're still around here, but mate, we're gonna put it now on the analysis board, and let's see how we're doing it. Okay, is there an FEN the stuff you sent or import PGN? So this the what? Is it an FEN? Oh man. Is it leeches? Invalid FEN. Is this a PGN or So let me see if the engine gets it. Okay. Would you be able to try again the whole process with the copy paste and stuff? Maybe there was a missing letter, something. Would you be able to try again, perhaps? And let's give it another go because it doesn't allow me. And congrats for your victory anyway. You said you play someone higher rated, which was a great experience. You played a stronger opponent. I think this is probably the best way. You need to be challenged with every single game, and having a higher rated opponent forces you to try to think a bit more in depth and stuff. So that's good. That is absolutely good. Look at this puzzle, guys. I guess there is something to do with the queen and with the bishop here colluding onto g2 somehow. But it also could be actually this kind of threat, knight to f or knight to e3. It's got to be probably in between knight f4 and knight e3, and I'll be explaining why I think that. One of these moves, knight f4, threatens practically checkmate. But knight e3 also attacks the knight. Now, both moves could be replied with something like f3, which means queen is able to defend against the queen g2, checkmate intention at least. So, what if we play knight f4 or knight e3, they're going to play f3. So you're not going to checkmate, but if you play knight e3, and if they go f3, what's good about this is that at least you take a rook, although bishop takes after all. So let me think a bit more though. It ain't that easy, right? Is it queen g2? I'm sorry, but is it? I need to think about crazy stuff, which probably it's not. Hold on a second. Have we considered queen to g2 check? Have we? King takes. And when I play this guy, it's double check, man. I mean, it's double check. And the question is, where does the king go? Back, and then I'm going to play knight h3 checkmate, my friend. Crazy. It's queen g2, Taro. The more I look at it, the more I'm self-convincing myself that it's got to do with queen g2 sacrifice, man. I know it looks crazy, but I think that's the most rapid, the fastest way to win, starting queen g2. Queen g2 because you're playing knight f4. And it's double check. So they can't move the f-pawn. They will have to go back on g1. And then you're going to play knight h3. And that's just checkmate. No. Now, okay, it's not knight e3, man. It's queen g2. Yeah, I was right. On this occasion, the previous puzzle I wasn't right, but this one looked too good to be true. And now we're going to deliver, my very dear chess friends, we're going to deliver knight f4 double check. Again, king has to fall back on g1. And now we're going to deliver the checkmate, which is the third move. And knight h3 checkmates the king. And yeah. I was very tempted to go knight f4, knight e3, I'll tell you. I was very, very tempted. Daniel, feel free to try again that link, my friend. So maybe there is a letter missing, maybe something. The computer didn't pick it up, the stuff you've sent. And yeah, guys, by the way, don't forget to follow me on TikTok if you came on TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch if you came on Twitch. Okay, so this one we were lucky. This one looks suspiciously easy. I don't think I don't think it's queen g2. I mean, you're very tempted to go directly, right? I mean, all of us. What if it ain't? What if it's this? Because that really pushes the king out in the open. You know, and then you just simply play checkmate. It's checkmate in 2 moves, but it's not queen g2. Look, these are very tricky stuff. They are tricky. Thank you, Daniel. You put a new link? Cheers, man. Yeah. Do it. So that's probably a lesson for all of us, guys. We tempted to say queen g2. Oh, yeah, queen g2. Go straight away. You're going to win this and that. I'm not sure how you're going to win very quickly. Because even if you consider king going e1, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, you do have checks. Don't get me wrong. It's interesting and cool, but what if you checkmate into moves, though? Queen h4. How do they play? Oh, Lord. They could actually go G, right? Wait a minute. It ain't over. This one. Well, if they go out in the open, we got to win straight away. But maybe we can win regardless. Really? What? Where? Where did they go? How do they block with? So queen h4, queen h4, queen d4, right? Well, I hope. Oh boy. Yeah, but anyway, whether king e3, whether king g1, the answer is queen to d4 checkmates the king. So, Daniel, I'm very happy to analyze your game, my dear friend. Where is the link you said? Where's the link, man? Because that's the older link. I tried to put that stuff and copy and paste it straight from there. What? Where is it, man? I don't see it, dude. Oh, man. Go to... Okay, Oh, what? Oh, right. I got it now. Okay, good, man. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I'm an idiot sometimes with the technicalities. Cheers, man. Now we're looking into Daniel. Daniel was playing with the white pieces, playing some other guy which was 2100. Dude. Wow. All right. So what did you play here? You were white. Let me just check again. Daniel was white. The other fella was black. So let's look into the game he played. A very honest analysis here. So what did happen? Wait, let's start again. And now he attacks your knight. You have to move the knight. Hey, let me cover all the stuff, man. He attacks you again. You go c2. I don't think there's a problem. You play b3, so you allow now bishop b2. Hello, Jonathan. He takes a lot of space from you. You develop. He pushes the pawns in the middle. You play d3. If he pushes, you take, and if he takes, then you take, and you're enjoying better position. Wow. He didn't take. He didn't take. Okay. I'm not sure black is supposed to push, though. Maybe he is supposed to develop one of the two black knights. Is black supposed to push here? I'm not sure black is supposed to push here. The reason I think is not supposed to push is because you take with white, and when they take back, you take again. And then you're going to go with this guy like on d5 or something. And all in all, the bishop is cutting through the dark squares. So I'm not sure the guy did the good stuff here. So you didn't take, but you chose instead to play e4. I don't think it's wrong to take on d4. Right. Now you decided to play g3. You're creating a little bit of weaknesses here. Okay, you ready to castle? Look, this is weird looking like position, man. Okay, if you castle, then your rook is very active. You've got a bishop here. You need to try to attempt to undermine this pawns. Bishop b7, b4. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I would castle, though. This is weird, man. What is the guy playing? Okay, let's castle first. Probably we shouldn't take now. Maybe we should castle, and then we take. Oh, you took on c5. This is weird. Very weird. Check. Jesus. Yeah. I think you could take the bishop now. This is looking very weird. No, I didn't see it, Jonathan. Sorry, man. I was just... I am caught up with very mundane things currently. Apologies. I'm caught up with very, very, very mundane and things that don't give me great pleasure at all. So I didn't look up at the sky lately, unfortunately. I was very much underground, so to speak. Yeah, I didn't look up at the sky. So this is a weird game. My days. Bishop f3 blocks. Okay. Rook goes on the g. That's understandable. But there is a bit of a problem. What do you do after check on h3? I mean, really. Because that rook g1 moves. Ah, there you go. He played. I should have covered all the moves, actually. I don't want to see anything you got. Yeah, I just want to keep it like this. Yeah, there is a problem here now. So let me see. Do you know what I think white should be doing here, Daniel? You should consider getting this queen out. The reason being, you're going to move the king backwards on e1. You got to move away from the f-file and from the h3 checks and stuff. Queen g3 would prevent black from playing bishop h3, checking you very ugly. Because after bishop h3, you kind of start giving pieces, maybe, and it's not that comfortable anymore. Yes, Daniel. Again, I think rather than rook g1, which you did play, and I understand, but what do you respond to bishop h3 check? You can't move the king, and you're going to have to start giving pieces, like rook. Then the guy takes, then of course you take and stuff. Let's see what the Almighty says here. The Almighty says exactly what I said. It's not that I know always what the Almighty wants to say, but it's Queen G3 in this particular case, Almighty being the stockfish. So yeah, Queen G3, Daniel. But do you understand why Queen G3? Yeah, that's what I think you should have played. Hello, Anirudh. Good to see you, my man. How's the school going? So yeah, rook g1 gives the other guy a chance to take more stuff from you. Yeah, that's very unpleasant. Very uncomfortable for white now. Yeah, it is. Let me see. So, Daniel, here in the current position, it's a little bit weird. I guess black and castle, short. They still have two rooks, though. If you manage somehow to unleash your three very static pieces on the second and first rank, you might have a chance for a good fight here. Your king is a little bit exposed. Yeah, yeah, the winter depends on the globe where you're situated. So white needs to find some very quick ways to getting the minor pieces, the two knights and the bishop, active in the game. Because after Black Castle short, which they did do, they might be able to just getting the rooks to attack you as well. Those knights are dangerous and they could play anytime. So you're facing a little bit of challenges here. Yeah, so also you need to investigate if you could. Maybe you should take this knight off. You know, maybe you should take this knight off and then start grabbing here. Maybe bishop or knight, as long as the queen defends here. So really, I'm thinking about bishop c6 here. I mean, looks counterintuitive because you're trading the bishop, right? But maybe you are able to grab on d4, man. And that's quite important. So I think something to do with bishop c6, Daniel, if you're there. So something bishop takes c6. Let me check with the software now. The engine says knight ba3, knight c3. No, it doesn't say take on c6. Probably it must be something very badly there. Bishop d5 is a check, though. Knight ba3 probably to start getting your guys in action. Queen g1. Queen g1 for king h1. Maybe. And then knight ba3. And then knight b5 in order to attack 3 times d5? Maybe. Maybe. So you decided to... Okay, I get it. You know, he doesn't have to take the knight now. Because obviously you're going to take the queen. But they could play something like queen g6 first. I'm not sure which way. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe queen g6, queen g5. One of these two. And after they check you, then they will take the knight. Ah, wait a minute. I think the guy didn't pay attention, though. Is this correspondence? He just rushed it, Daniel. I don't think black's supposed to take this. He's supposed to do some checks, looks to me. And then he would take absolutely safely on e3, if that's what he intended. Let me see. Yeah, exactly as I said. Queen g5, says the almighty, they're better. Queen g6, Queen g3, okay. Queen g5, queen g3, queen takes e3. The engine wants actually to play this and that. So they don't open up your bishop. That's the interpretation, and that is why. But anyway, I've noticed that if I move the queen on the g file, then this guy can be taken. But that opens up the bishop dangerously. So queen g5, queen g3, queen takes e3. Keeps the bishop blocked. Cool. Although you might be able to get knight e2. But anyway. Yeah, well. Yeah, so they just simply rushed it here, Daniel. So the guy just blundered it right here. So he just blundered. He blundered. He rushed the move. Daniel. So, yeah. It was a blitz? Well, that explains very many things. Because it looked very weird for a correspondence game. A guy who's like 2100 to simply gave you the queen. So the guy played the blitz. Well, that's understandable. Now I understand why. Makes a bit more sense. In the blitz, which sometimes becomes bullet very often, actually, not sometimes, people do blunders. Like quite a few. Yeah, the less time, the more blunders are happening. Totally. Okay, that was so that was a blitz. Okay, I understand now. So you're supposed to just move the king, perhaps, or just play knight a3. Let me think about this. Knight a3. I guess you could do both. I guess you could do bishop d5 first. Just check, and when they do this kind of stuff, you're gonna fall back. I don't think that's bad anyway. I think that makes sense. Yeah, you could play just knight d6 here, trade-off stuff. No. Because they attacking twice and you defending once. So that's a bit of a blunder here. I think way better would have been knight d6 here, Daniel. Something like knight d6. If they kick away your knight, you go knight d6. If you go d4, you're sort of losing material. You watching this, Daniel? Yeah? Yeah. So now you're losing material. I think it's knight d6 to be played here. Yeah. Maybe bishop d5 first, check, and then knight d6. So along these lines, let's see what the engine says. The engine says knight d6, bishop d5, knight d6. Yeah, this kind of ideas, which I did say. And you should be winning, Daniel. Now before you actually play the blunder, because you played the blunder right now. So you should be winning here if you just don't give that knight for free, which you did. And now I guess, again, the balance going to go a little bit in black's favor because they're grabbing that knight for free. And not just that, they take him for... Oh, he didn't, man? I guess he could take later. Nah, he should have won that knight. That's another thing. What's wrong with... Daniel, let me just very frankly ask you, what is wrong with, like, knight takes here? Really? What's wrong with this, man? I don't think there's anything wrong. He should have. Yeah, knight C, knight F takes d4. Exactly. I'm surprised he didn't. But again, you said it was a blitz, right? So yeah, there you go. It was a blitz. There you go. Yeah. Nah, he was supposed to take on d4. Because he gives you counterplay, and now he doesn't take a piece for free. He does a trade. Yeah, there is some... Nah, now he's losing. Daniel, you are supposed to win here. You're supposed to win, man. You're supposed to win. And I guess now if you just go, what did you play? Queen d5? Nah, maybe you gotta play just this, rookie. Just leave it rookie. Rookie, that's what I would play. Rook a to e1, so that I'm not allowing this. If there's any nonsense, you're going to take, and then you're going to take again. So rook e1 is the stuff you're supposed to play. Check, fine, but still rook e1. No. I think rook e1. Daniel, the problem for you here is that they've got a pass pawn, man. And if they push it one more time when your rook is not here, then they're going to play you with check and stuff. So it doesn't look... So you got to play rook e1, looks to be. And you should be winning if you do rook e1. Let's see if that's the case. The engine says queen b7, rook g1, rook e1. Let me see. Queen, rook e1, rook g1, queen b7, queen e5, queen e4, queen e6. Is it bad, rook e1? No, it's winning. It's okay. That's what I would play as a human. No, you're winning. But apparently you win with the others. But I don't want to give them any chances for a counter game. Nothing. So you played rook g1, fine. So how do you play this one now? Oh, you take this for stuff? Oh, man, I don't know what to say now. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Oh, sugar. Let me just go quickly back. Apologies. So that's what I was afraid of. I'm afraid of the rook f1. Really, this is serious? So that's the stuff. And now you've got a thing with rook f1. Do you see this, Daniel? So your rook should have went on e1 before the pawn actually reached the second rank. Or now there is no point. Now I think, Daniel, You are meant to play queen e5 because you got to stop the e1 and you've got to threaten this. You must play this now. You must play queen e5 right now. Let's see if I'm correct. Queen b7, well, still for the checkmate, right? Yes, and queen e5, yes. So, yeah. Or queen e4 because you attack this guy. I would probably go myself. I would go queen e5 because I do two things. I attack g7 for a checkmate, and I'm keeping an eye on this pawn, which is actually the problem for white. Yeah, that ain't that good. I don't like rook e1 now because you got a problem with this. Yeah, now you're getting checkmated, actually. Yeah, you're getting checkmated because they promote with the queen. So, Daniel, you just have to play queen e5 now. And it makes a lot of sense. And then you grab the pawn. You play queen e5. Even if they promote, you deliver checkmate, frankly. So queen e5 is the move that allows you to actually win the pawn. So if you wonder why did you lose in the very end, it's because you didn't play queen e5. So this is the move. How's it going, Pranav? Long time no see, my dear friend. Yeah, queen e5 was very much required here. Queen e5, and it's great. And without queen e5, you kind of losing. And after queen e5, Daniel, even if queen, you don't even take. You don't even take the queen. You take g7. Checkmate. Hello, Pranav. Yep. I'm looking at Daniel. Daniel played the game, a blitz, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm just very informally and friendly looking over the moves. Every now and then checking with the software stuff that we might have missed. We did do a couple of puzzles. I did play Rapid with Magnus Carlsen, which I had won. Well, not the real Magnus Carlsen. It was an admirer of Magnus Carlsen. So that's why I've won. Otherwise, if it was the real Magnus, no chance to win. But super glad to have a lesson from probably the strongest on the planet. Okay, so that was a cool one, Daniel. And yeah, just one little move towards the end separate you from winning. Yeah, queen e5, and you're good. You're very good after queen e5. You're very good. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, Pranav, copy paste the link. I'm happy to look into your game, and let's learn from it. Totally. Please do copy paste in the chat here. Reminder for you guys to follow me if you haven't done it so on TikTok, my friends and stuff. So we're gonna look at a game in which Pranav played as white. Oh, I gotta take this call, guys. Wait a second, pardon me. Alrighty, fellas, now... Oh, for Christ's sake, I gotta pick it up again. Sorry, fellas, I apologize for this. I just got a call and I gotta go do something. So, Daniel, my TikTokers, thank you very much, man. You know what I'm going to do? When I'm coming back later on, I might be doing some blitzes on the mobile screen and using the leeches and discussing. So stay tuned, guys. Follow me so you know when I'm going live, by the way. I think I'm going to stream on the mobile screen when I'm returning. So apologies, guys, for the abrupt ending of our stream. But yeah, I've got to do some stuff now, and it's what is. So see you later on, guys. See you actually quite soon, either later on the mobile screen or tomorrow on the desktop version. Take care of yourselves, guys. Thanks.